why don't we go ahead and reconvene the San Bernardino City Council meeting. We are on item 6. We are on conduct of business. We are on item B, and that is appoint citizens to fill vacancies on commissions, boards, and committees. We have 5 different groups, and we'll go ahead and just take them as we see them listed. And it's in alphabetical order, but just to have a flow to it. As we have discussed and was put in the document, that we would go ahead and have ask the city clerk to assist us, of course. Go to the first group, which would be the Bicycle Pedestrian Advisory Committee. And already ready to go. And again, the first round would be a nomination, and then everybody's going to see if I got this right. A nomination and a second to go forward. We'll go down the list, see who that is, and then we will bring those persons who have been nominated and seconded up to a vote, which each council member will give their vote to the candidate that they would like to see selected. So before we start, are there any questions? Vice Mayor.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Is Thomas Kuhn an official candidate?
Yes, Tom Kuhn is a candidate for Parks and Recreation Commission, as well as a candidate for the Citizens Revenue Measure Oversight Committee.
Okay, thank you. I didn't see the bottom of that screen. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Okay, seeing that I think we are good at this point, I will allow our city, ask our city clerk to go ahead and read the name, and then we can see if there is a, well, why don't you read the 4 names that we have. This is for bicycle and pedestrian. We have 2 partial term seats that are expiring October 31st.
Yes, and to clarify, I don't know, you cut off there at the end, but these seats will expire October 31st, 2024. We have 4 applicants for the council to consider this evening. The first applicant, and I should apologize right off the bat for all applicants. I hope I'm pronouncing your names correctly, so I just want to make that clear. The first applicant for Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee is Robert Anicetti. The second applicant is Jules Brouillet. The third applicant is Roberta Hannibal. The fourth applicant is Lisa Huang. And I did want to notate that Mr. Anicetti, although he was unable to interview on June 3rd, which was the evening that the City Council interviewed candidates for all of these bodies, Mr. Anicetti did say that he still wanted to be considered for appointment. That is why he's on this list.
Thank you for doing the names and clarifying. And now for my colleagues, you can start raising your virtual hand, and I'll start calling upon you in that order for nominations and or seconds. First is Vice Mayor Medina.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to nominate Jules.
Is there a second?
No second.
I'm sorry, for clarification, was that Councilmember Hamilton who seconded?
Yes. You're correct.
Okay, thank you.
Let's move to Councilmember Salazar, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would like to nominate Robert Anicetti.
Is there a second to Mr. Anicetti? I will go ahead and second that. Are there any other nominations from council? Any other nominations from council? Okay, with this time.
I have another nomination.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, please.
I'm sorry, let me just go back to my notes. Give me 1 second. I believe it was Roberta Hannibal. Yep.
Okay, there's been a motion. Is there a second? Is there a second? Not having a second, then we have 2. Are there any more nominations? So we have 2 vacancies. We have 2 persons that have been motioned and seconded. Is there any, we can do roll call. It's kind of, there's two running for two. So I mean, basically we can maybe have one motion that appoints both, or I'll ask council.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion that we approve the two candidates that have been nominated and seconded.
Is there a second?
Second that motion.
Thank you. There's been a motion and a second. Roll call, please, City Clerk.
Councilmember Hamilton,
Aye.
Councilmember Mason,
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Marty Medina,
Aye.
Mayor Rico Medina.
Aye.
Okay, so moving forward to round two, we will now in round two begin taking voting. We have two applicants
I'm sorry.
for consideration.
Yeah, City Clerk, we went ahead
I'm sorry?
we went ahead, since there were only two that were nominated and two vacancies, we went ahead and
Oh,
unanimously.
I see. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No
I
worries.
was so excited
Thank
to
you.
do round two. I'm sorry. Okay,
Thank you for
understood.
clarifying,
Thank
just
you.
to make sure. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay, next we will move on to the Citizens Revenue Measure Oversight Committee. And I do apologize, I'm trying to zoom my screen in and it just is not wanting to play nicely with me, so it's not letting me. I'll keep working on that. We have two short-term vacancies. One seat will expire on October 31st, 2022, and one seat will expire on October 31st, 2024. How this will work is the first appointment will fall to the October 31st, 2022 seat, and the second appointment will fall to the 2024 seat. And I will make that known when the motion is clear. We have three applicants for the Citizens Revenue Measure Oversight Committee. Those applicants are Jim Evangelist, Ariella Fiorinelli, and Tom Kuhn.
Okay, we have for nominations, and we'll start with Mr. Hamilton first, please.
I would like to nominate Jim Evangelist.
Is there a second for Mr. Evangelist?
Second.
Okay, there's been a motion by Hamilton. There was kind of a tie, but we'll give it to Councilmember Mason for the second. And now, are there other nominations, Vice Mayor Medina?
Yes, I'd like to nominate Ariella Fiorinelli. Is that how that's pronounced?
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, so there's a second. This time Salazar got there first. So we'll have a motion and a second. Are there any other nominations? Councilmember Mason? You're on mute. There you go. No? Oh, okay. All right, so there are two nominations and there are two vacancies, as the clerk already described about the timeframes of them. So basically with the two, I don't know that we need to go to a round two because there are two vacancies. City Clerk, how would we propose? Is it the one you said got nominated first?
I would recommend that, although the council, if it pleases the council, you can decide who obtains which seat, however the council would like to proceed.
Okay. Let's see if we can get this all done in round one. Bottom line, we have two candidates for two slots. It's just a matter of where they're it's 22 or 24.
Oh, I got it. Sorry. Sorry, I fixed it.
That went big.
Mr. Mayor, I'll
Yes.
make a motion that we approve the two candidates with the first candidate nominated to get the long-term and the second candidate to get the short-term.
Okay, there's been a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Hamilton,
Aye.
Councilmember Mason,
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Marty Medina,
Aye.
Mayor Rico Medina.
Aye.
And to clarify, this is for Ariella Fiorinelli to obtain the seat that expires on October 31st, 2022, and for Jim Evangelist to obtain the seat that expires October 31st, 2024. Moving on. Let me see if it'll let me zoom before I do anything.
Parks and Recreation Commission, one vacancy to expire on 10/31/2024.
Yes, we have 3 applicants. We have Jules Brouillet, Lisa Huang, and Tom Kuhn. Let me check one thing, one moment. Please keep in mind that you have just appointed Jules Brouillet to the Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee. 3 applicants, Jules Brouillet, Lisa Huang, and Tom Kuhn.
Mr. Salazar.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to nominate Tom Kuhn.
Second.
There's Salazar, Medina, M. Medina for that. Other nominations, Councilmember Mason.
No, I was going to nominate the same. That was his first choice was Park and Rec, so I support that.
Councilmember Medina, Vice Mayor Medina, any other nominations? Is that a no? No. Okay, no.
Sorry, you only get one, right?
No, we can nominate more. Councilmember Salazar? You have your hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. That was a residual hand.
Okay, and Councilmember Mason, yours is a residual? Okay. All right. So we have, again, this is one partial term, a seat expiring on October 31st, 2024. We have one person that has been nominated. Do we have a motion or action from council?
I'll make a motion that we appoint Tom Kuhn to the Parks and Recs Committee.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hamilton?
Aye.
Councilmember Mason?
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Marty Medina?
Aye.
And Mayor Rico Medina?
Aye.
Motion carries. That
Now,
appoints
thank you.
Tom Kuhn.
Yes, thank you. Now we'll move on to Parks and Recreation Commission. Still, this is the youth representative. There is one vacancy.
I'd like to nominate Adam Brigger.
Is there a second?
I will second.
Thank you. There's a motion and second. There are no other listed. Is there any other nominations? Seeing no other nominations from council, is there any action by my colleagues?
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Adam Zibiger as our youth representative.
Second.
Thank you. There's motion Medina, second and Salazar. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hamilton?
Aye.
Councilmember Mason?
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Marty Medina?
Aye.
Mayor Rico Medina?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Now we'll move on to our final body, which is the Traffic Safety and Parking Commission, one vacancy to expire on 10/31/2024.
Now, before we take any nominations, I do want to note that since Jim Evangelist was just appointed to the Citizens Revenue Measure Oversight Committee, the bylaws of that committee does state that he cannot serve on any other board, commission, or committee. So although he is appearing as an applicant here for you to vote on, he is actually not eligible at this point to serve on this body. So the applicant you have before you is Roberta Hannibal for this partial term seat.
And thank you, and thank you reminding us of the bylaws. Councilmember Salazar.
Thank you, sir. I would like to make a motion to appoint our only candidate in this category to the TSPC.
Is there a second to that?
Second.
I'm going to go forward and say that there was a motion and second, and let's do roll call.
Councilmember Hamilton.
Aye.
Councilmember Mason. Oh, sorry.
I'm just wondering if we should ask, because let me go. Wasn't Roberta Hannibal also just selected?
Roberta Hannibal was an applicant for the BPAC, Bicycle Pedestrian Advisory Committee.
Oh, but we chose Robert. That's
yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. That's
Robert
she didn't get a second.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Is that an aye?
I,
Councilmember Salazar,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Marty Medina,
Aye.
Mayor Rico Medina.
Aye.
Motion carries.
That was quick. Good job, everyone.
Nice job.
Okay, with that, we're going to move on to item 7, comments from council members. If council members, and thank you, City Clerk, for your help and assistance.